Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another card making tutorial. Today I am creating a fun background with an embossing folder and some ink. I have the Layered Leaves embossing folder, which is a very dynamic embossing folder, and it really puts a heavy impression into the paper. To start off this technique, determine which side of the embossing folder has a raised design and which side has a sunken design. You want to work with the side that is raised up. I started with a neutral color. Today in this project it's yellow, and with a tissue like a Kleenex, I spread the ink around so that all of the cardstock is going to have at least some ink on it. From there, add any kind of accent colors you like to the entire surface area. Different colors will put out different colors on your cardstock. This is the fun part because you get to play and choose what colors you like. After you get the desired amount of color moved around, it will be a bit splotchy in areas that have more ink and then areas that don't have as much. So to solve this problem and blend things together a little bit, I'm using my finger to push some of the ink just to where it's buffed out a little bit. Now is where we're going to add the piece of regular Whisper White cardstock, and you'll need to layer up your sandwich according to whichever base plate you use on your die cutting machine. Remember, this particular embossing folder I'm using is a dynamic, more thick than usual. Here you can see what the result is. The opposite side will have the design pushed out. I'm going to adhere this panel down to another piece of cardstock for stability. This is one method I almost always use when I'm using some paper embossing. This can now be attached down to the card base. I'd like to make this a clean and simple card. Although there are many colors, it's a simple design and it's an all-over design, so it's going to lend itself very easily. For my sentiment, I am using Painted Harvest stamp set and the leaf punch to create some white accents to kind of settle things down a little bit on the card. The theme of the card is clean and simple fall, so I want the eye to settle down on the simple white portions of the design and not on the background that has the beautiful fall colors. Before I made this card, I did one with Wild Wasabi and Garden Green, and I really like the green with white look. And I wanted to mention, and I will show a photo of the green card, and you can make up your mind which one you think is the one you like better in a design. These little faceted gems work perfectly as a very simple accent. And again, I'm trying to keep this a clean and simple card, but I want to also show off how fun it is to work with this type of background. As a note, I'd like to make sure that you know when you go to clean up your embossing folder, just use some warm water and mild soap. Use your hand on it and it'll come clean and air dry. Thank you for joining me for this tutorial. All of the supplies and measurements are listed down below the video in the video description. Be sure not to miss the exclusive content I share only with my customers. I'd love you to become a customer by clicking Shop Now at jennystampsup.com to make your Stampin' Up! Purchase. I appreciate all of your support. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, my name is Trip. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.